Okay, there it goes. It kept airing out for a minute there.
Ah,
Okay, so everything, like even building Unreal Engine from source, was the waste of time.
what? What'd you do? What'd
You
you find out?
remember when I said, "Oh yeah, there was a plugin that we all used to use for all this, but was no longer maintained"?
Oh no.
I was just proven wrong literally 3 minutes ago. So it turns out they stopped updating the plugin on the what was it called?
Epic Marketplace?
Yeah, the marketplace. And they created their own site and also on GitHub. So let me show my screen on here.
No. Why must you do this? Why who?
And it turns out by adding that plugin, it also added the Steam API. It added like advanced sessions and shit, like banning shit. Like, this is exactly what I was needing.
My poor brain. You wasted a lot of time today.
I built the engine 4 goddamn times.
My poor brain.
Each time it took 2 hours.
Mm,
I am so pissed at this right now. Oh, like you have no clue how annoyed I am with this.
I'm sure I don't.
This is so bullshit. Well, with this, it also implements like friend sessions and everything. So like party groups, really everything with Steam. Or if you decided to not have Steam, you don't need it.
Anger.
Very much anger. So now I get to finally fix this goddamn game.
Yay.
And the best part is all I gotta do is just send you the plugin that you just drop into the project itself and it'll work. You don't have to do anything.
I don't have to do anything.
Like I was about to convert my whole project to C++ and actually learn C++. I like
Yeah, nah,
got
fuck that.
halfway into actually doing it and then I realized, oh my god, there's the plugin has been updated on a custom site. So now I know a little bit of C++, which is actually a lot better than Java. Wow, who would have guessed? But yeah, so I just need to fix this. So the issue I was having was with actually spawning the player, I believe. Where's the session created? I believe I created it in the main menu, didn't I? And the best thing is, I believe that I can actually save like the file from memory into the session itself. But I would have to look at it a bit more before I try. Where the fuck did I create that at? Oh, I'm dumb. I'm really fucking dumb. I created it from there. Which... That's the published worlds. It's not the published worlds. Oh god, I'm losing it. Okay. I'm not losing it anymore, don't worry, chat. Okay. Advanced
Are you sure?
session. Make sure what?
I said, are you sure you're not losing it?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Look at all these fancy things going on.
Fancy.
So fancy. So very fancy. God, there's so many settings now.
It's beautiful. Oh, wait. I'm trying to do something at the moment and I am struggling.
You are struggling too much.
I am very much struggling.
Play that shit. I can take a string to bytes, but I can't take a byte to string. Or
Amazing.
yeah, I can't take a string to bytes. That's weird. Like, I can't do it backwards. That makes things a lot more annoying. Okay, so I still might not be able to do it how I wanted to,
Mm-hmm.
but that's okay.
E.
E. Is this even called? No, it is not. Okay, so the join session still works as intended, so that's a plus. Wrong one. Oh, okay. I see.
You see.
All servers. Give it. I guess leaving that to 0 allows like infinite. I now must test this. I have a feeling it's still very, very broken. But I did find a bug with the game already, though.
Hmm.
So it turns
Yeah.
out that I was only building to a specific version of Windows 10, which I didn't know was a thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was building to version 1901, which is like early version of Windows 10.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That's pretty old.
But now I'm building to all versions of Windows 10 and 11.
Nice.
Varies. And I also tested out that new feature that YouTube added to the studio editor. So they have this feature where you can actually automatically cut out copyrighted music.
Oh, yeah.
Turns out, instead of just cutting out that one segment, it goes through the entire audio,
Uh,
takes out that one section, resaves the entire audio, and reprocesses all of the copyright claims. My video has been processing for 2 days.
well, that's convenient, ain't it now, YouTube?
Like, if they can make it where you can edit out like sections of your video there, they can at least make it like actually work properly with audio. But that's just me. I guess I'm just not supposed to get it. Give me that. So it should find the session, I hope. And it hopefully will allow me to join. Uh,
Oh,
well,
box.
it instantly had me join.
Oh, I'm not sure if that's a good or bad thing
It's not
exactly.
supposed to do that. Let me go
Definitely
to the
doesn't
main
sound like
menu.
it though.
Or let me go to the main level. That might be why it did that. Because it didn't even bring up the main menu. Yep, there it is. That's what it was. Instantly. It's so much faster. Joined. Same issue. Still can't move. But, oh, well, I also found a bug with the camera. That ain't right.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that's the bug
that's
I've
not
run
right.
into. That's the bug I've run into multiple times now.
I looked up too far.
Yeah, that happens.
Oh, I can make it
No
worse.
one. Oh yeah, you could definitely make it worse. You could put it upside down if you really wanted to.
Okay, so apparently the rotation isn't right when you look straight up. Like if you look straight up and then rotate, I think it's instead of rotating the character itself, it's actually rotating the camera. Because if I do that, then it's like wonky.
Definitely a little wonky.
Just a bit.
Just a little bit.
Yummy niñor. Yummy niñor.
Oh no.
I can't close it. I don't got a menu for it yet.
Opening your.
Okay. Gotta look into this. So this is definitely janky. So let me see what I can do here. It's gonna be weird, but I might actually have to add like a box or something.
Yes,
Add a
boxes.
component. Mostly because like I need to be able to see the player. Like this is the only way I can actually see the player.
Mm.
Okay, so now I got a box so I can see myself moving around.
Amazing.
Now I need to rebuild the game. Because I need to know that the players are at least being replicated. Because if they're not, then there's going to be an issue. Like, oh, I don't know. Maybe them not spawning?
Seems like a normal feature.
Well, I'd like to make it not a normal feature.
Okay.
That would be preferred.
Preferred at least. Just a little bit.
Just a bit. But yeah, so you remember how long it took to find a server?
Server.
So now when I open it and I click the Worlds tab whenever it pops up here, instantly. Oh, nope, now it's not doing it. But it's still faster.
Speed.
Well, the player spawned. That tells me a
There's two
lot.
boxes.
Hey.
Two boxes.
So the host can move around and jump and everything. So that's all spawning properly. But the second player isn't even spawning at all. So this is
Amazing.
what I'm looking at. So as you can see, the second player actually didn't replicate. So I wonder if I was to send an update to the client. I know the second that I close the game, it will kick me out of the server. So that's a plus. That works. We know the players are spawning. I hate how I have to open the level just to edit the blueprint. So let me think. I need to send an update. I'll probably send the update after the player spawns. Force net update. And I'll send the update to the player. And then problem solved. So now it should properly update it.
Yes.
Should is the keyword. I'm so glad I found this fucking plugin. Because I really didn't want to spend 2 days on this. Because, like, I knew yesterday it was going to take forever to build the editor. And, like, I built everything while I was sleeping. Like, I had everything going. It was set to be ready for stream today. It was not ready. Like, nowhere close.
Mm-hmm.
I tried so hard, and I still failed miserably. Okay, now all I need to do is get this work. This should be in standalone mode. Not quite. So it looks like that update did absolutely nothing. That's interesting. I'm wondering if it would change if I did a dedicated server.
Interesting. You are breaking.
I'm just thinking. Because typically, I think the way I'm doing this is just completely wrong. Because typically, there should be a client to client thing. But I think they're trying to, like, interact with the server. Which there's no server to actually interact with. So, what if I was to change this to a dedicated server? That's what I'm wondering. If it'll have any change whatsoever. There's only one way to find out.
Mhm.
It'd be nice to be able to keep this open when I go to another map, but I don't know how it did it last time. And then host. Well, the hosting button's now instant. Nope, didn't make a difference. It actually didn't matter.
Oof.
Okay. I'll leave it dedicated for now since it doesn't really mess with any. Well, actually, it probably would. I'll uncheck that. So now the question is, why
Mhm.
is it not sending an update? Hmm.
Mm.
What if I was to do it like this? Let's see what we've got here. I can get session info. Max players. Well, that's not helpful. I was hoping to be able to send an update. I might have just been looking at the wrong pin, though. No. Update session. Oh, God. I can update a session? What?
E- e-
That's going to become overpowered in the future. I promise you that. Okay. I'm going to do it like that then. And see if there's any difference. I'll join the session, I'll update the session, and we'll see what happens.
Yes.
I guarantee you that's not how it's meant to be, though. But that's okay. That is a-okay.
Everything is a-okay.
Everything is not okay. Everything is not okay. Everything is not okay.
Oh God, what have you done?
I didn't do anything.
Are you sure?
It literally did absolutely nothing. Like,
It shook. It shook.
it was the
The
player
world is
controller
shook.
being janky. What if? No, that won't work. Oh, how am I supposed to do a player controller over a network? Line. Hello, line. Welcome to the stream.
Humans have joined.
Yes. I really don't know how to do this player controller over network.
You got this.
Like, if I don't find a way to do the networking with the player controller, This isn't gonna work. Why does this have to be so confusing? Wait a minute. Hold up.
Waiting.
I got an idea.
Holding.
So there was a class I called for, I don't remember which class. I called a class when I was, yeah, this. Okay, so what I'll do is instead of setting the player controller like that,
Mhm.
I will get the Steam ID. Set player controller ID. The controller ID will be their Steam ID. That's the easiest way I could think of doing it. Like, I don't know how else to do it if I don't do it like this. And plus, this would also combat the piracy thing I was having issues with. Because of the game that's on Steam, they break the Steam system.
Mm-hmm.
Without the Steam system, they can't join a server.
Amazing.
So it's a win-win. And I'll just connect it there.
Amazing.
And then we'll see if that broke anything. I hope not. Generate. And it works. Oh, it works flawlessly. That's about fell. Okay, so now, if I build this version, make sure that other game is closed, which it's not. Now it should work with no issues whatsoever. Absolutely amazing. Put this over here. Host. Play. Oh, but that might, okay. That's gonna also impose another issue. I'm doing it through Steam ID, so I can't actually test locally. Because it's gonna give me the exact same, yeah, it's gonna give me that same player character.
Oof.
Unless, I'm gonna send this game to you. Yeah, I made this game, and I was wondering if you could try it out.
Oh my god. Alright, let's.
I promise it's not a token grabber.
Oh my god.
It's, guys, it's legit.
It's legit.
Okay, I'm gonna send it to you. There you go. It's
I
uploading. It's 211 megabytes.
amazing.
If this works, I'm going to be proud of myself. If it doesn't, then I'm going to be very, very depressed.
I thought you were gonna say proud of yourself again.
No, I'm just going to be very depressed. Why would I be proud of myself?
Why wouldn't you?
Because it didn't fucking work. I'm just going to go ahead and cancel that. Because there is
Oh, boy.
absolutely no way that should work. So
Yes, making things work.
I never actually did a reference to the player controller.
Oh,
So yeah, that would have never worked. So let me create a player. Before I do that, I gotta actually print this and see it's doing the right thing. Because I don't know if it is or not. Don't start with me, damn it. I'm either going to be very proud of myself or very, very disappointed. And let's see which one that would be. Very, very disappointed.
yes.
Because that
I
did
can.
not work. So it turns out the ID is null for some reason.
All right.
And I still can't even get the subsystem. Which is weird, but whatever. Get local Steam ID from Steam. Hey, that might work. Wait. Is there a way to change this to a string?
I don't know. What?
Show account upgrade UI? Steam has an upgrade UI?
Mm.
What do they have? Well.
Well. Yes.
This okay, think of this as an actual user. This one unique ID. Same as it's basically the exact same as the player
Yeah.
controller. I can't find any way to use this. Like, I have no way to use this whatsoever.
It's unfortunate.
Because if I do play, I don't even think it's like giving string or anything. Like, I don't even think it's doing anything besides erroring out, but god damn, dude, how many fucking times are you gonna like save? Holy fuck. Thank you. Error, bad unique net ID. Is Steam not enabled? Oh, big brain moment. I know exactly what the issue is. Get over here, damn it. Okay, I need that Steamworks API. And I need to open this, config, I need the default engine. And where did that snippet go? That. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful. I'm using sessions. So that. You gonna actually show me if you're the right one or not, dude? There we go. And you are. That launched pretty fast. Alright. So now if I play it, it should have a valid ID. Steam closed? No, Steam is opened. And now the Steam thing is not showing up. What? What? Default engine.ini. And I needed to paste all that. Did I fuck something up? Let me repaste it. Shift and tab. Oh, it does work. But where's my profile? There it is. Awesome. So that's fixed now. So let's see what happens if I try and load this in the play. There we go. So that does work. Okay. Sweet. That's awesome. So what I could do is take this to an integer. It's not what I need. I need an integer. String to int. I don't need to create a player now. Well, do I? I guess I do, don't I? That. And that. Let's see if that works. Sandbox. That is not happy. Access violation. I'm in violation. Okay, so maybe it doesn't like me creating the player like that, which I guess is understandable. I guess. Oh, now I broke it. Okay, so I don't need that. So all I really need to do is set the controller. Fascinating. What the fuck? What is this? What was that? Kaite, I got a question for you. Kaite, whose is this? What is this? I don't know whose game that is. Oh. I can't even enjoy it regardless, so it doesn't matter. All that matters is making sure the controller ID is right. Which doesn't seem to be happy. Okay. Interesting. It works when it's broken and breaks when it works. Come on, chat. You can do it. I really don't know who that is. But I wish I could stop hitting the world's button and click the sandbox button. Okay. Nope. Very interesting. Net. Do. Okay. So setting it to their Steam ID. Not a good idea. Just not a good idea. But what if I was to go. Where are you? Go to here. And for each of these starts, ooh, I wonder if I'm getting this wrong. We could try it like that. What are you whining about? Oh, good God. And we'll see how that goes. Because it's got to spawn the host regardless. So if it spawns the host properly, it doesn't. It's not gonna work. Not gonna work. Okay. Well, I can't even undo it. That's funny. Player start. Bro, why must you complain? Okay, so it's got to be a player start. Do I even need that game input? That's right there, I don't. All I really need is the player controller. Player state. So I need to do the player state other than the controller. How would I get the player state is the question. Get player state. Hmm. This is the weird thing. Why does it need a player controller when it's already got the player state? How does that work? I don't think it works like that. Let me promote this to a variable. This is just controller. I wonder. This is just replicated to the local machine. So because that's replicated to the local machine, I can set the controller right there. And then get it from this, can't I? This one. The CH player. Which I believe I could do something out here. Paste that, get this. I need to do a for loop for that array. No. For each loop. Execute that. Get the player controller. Yeah. And what I could do is do a controller type. That. Connect that. Let me compile that real fast. What are you complaining about? You're not connected. Then I can go into this, take this, and connect it there. So now we don't need to get the player controller. We're just getting the controller. And it should always be accurate now. Interesting. Okay, let me think here. If I do that, does that break anything? Well, I can move. I can move, that's about it. It's not putting me in the right game mode, so I don't think the spawn is working right. Hold up, I wonder. What if I was to add a return node? I'll take these. Return node. That there. This there. Player controller. Then what I could do is instead of spamming this, that there. I don't even need that connected. Because this goes to pawn. This, well, actually, I don't even need, yeah, I don't need that there. I don't need any of that there. So I could just connect directly into there now. And then boom. Put this down here. Nope, not you. Just you. Pull you down here. Go back into this. And remove that. And this. That one. Take a look. Well, it spawned. So that's a plus. But it didn't do the controls right. It definitely spawned the actor. So it must be with this. Yes. Yes, it is. But why? I'm getting the pawn. And then I'm getting the player controller. But it doesn't like that I'm doing it like this. Which I'm kind of confused on why. Maybe because I'm doing it from that. What if I add a delay? Gonna add a delay for 75. I guess it's 0.75 milliseconds. I don't know. It's something. And then we'll run it after delay, so it'll get plenty of time to spawn it. No, nothing. Okay. So it doesn't like this. So what can we do? Can get a copy of 0. Do it like that. See if that does anything. No. We're still just no clipping. Okay. So the player controller is not setting. Good to know. So maybe I'm just doing this all in the wrong class. So the BP player start. That has to be where it all is. Where's that at? The BP player start. That right there. This. Well. Ooh. Ooh, that's interesting. There's gotta be a supplement for this player controller. Get controller. Well, hell, you gonna load here? Thank you. Get controller. Target is pawn. Yes, player controller. Get controller. Where is it? There should be an actual function for it. Like, it's actually called get controller. There you are. Okay. That here. We will set this. Do a create widget. Spare. And since we don't have one for the player controller, we'll just do one for syntax error. Ooh. It is not a pawn, so it can't do it itself. Ooh. Okay. Then I guess we will not be doing it in this. This is interesting. So we're basically back to this. which player controller would be an actual player controller. Change variable type. So it likes that. Okay. So it likes that a lot better. And then we could just take this. And do that. So if we come back over to the multiplayer now. Now we got to think of how to do this. Well, actually, we'll do the poses separately. Because oh, we could do get player state from that, can't we? But player state's not happy with doing that. So I guess what I could do after I spawn the player is get all actors. Because the player should be spawned already. Like, should is the keyword, but it doesn't mean shit, apparently. Player. We'll get the first player. Get player controller. No, I don't need player state. Well, yeah, it won't matter anyway. Get player controller. Just a weird thing. You would expect it to be able to get it from this. With character object reference. Okay, never mind. I see now. Fair enough. Cold. Okay. Well, character spawning again. I can move. That's about it. Gabe didn't like me trying to go underwater. I wonder what's the length. One. So there is a player spawn. And it should, in theory, be setting the widget. What if I... Mm. It wouldn't matter because that other object is not relevant. Very interesting. Well, there's only one way to actually tell, and that would be creating a widget with a player controller. And finding out if it displays this, then there's something wrong with the spawning method. So we'll do error blueprint. Yeah. Error widget. Display error. Syntax. And if it displays it, then we know that player controller is valid. And the player controller is valid. So there is an issue with our spawning system. So, with that said, player controller is now fixed. What is this doing? Handles attaching this controller to the specified spawn. Let me see something here. Let's see. Get controlled pawn? No fucking way. Will that actually work? That'll be so hilarious if that works. I don't think it will, though. Yeah, no, it doesn't. I have to say, like, if that works, I would have been mad. Is there a way to set controlled spawn? Oh, possess. Okay, so that's what this does. Got it. So it's not possessing it. Perhaps I can feed it itself. Because I am spawning it, and once it spawns, maybe because the player controller doesn't exist at the time. Because now that I think about it, I'm spawning it, and then I'm trying to possess it with the controller. Well, the way I'm getting the controller is the player controller, but there is no controller assigned. So it makes sense why it's not working. I don't know why it's like taking forever to load on that. Kind of weird. But whatever. Okay. So let me remove these. That in there. This in there. Hmm. I gotta see how to do this. Very interesting. I am not having a way to actually get any information when a player joins the server. So I need to do it when they first join. Hmm. So that's interesting. Get controller. I have no clue if I can even do that here. Target is pawn. The issue is Why would it have a controller? Because it hasn't been possessed. That is very interesting. Yeah, so like all of this is useless. Reason being, this is only going to get called when the controller is actually set. So I could actually change that to get player state. Get controller. Target is self. That's interesting. How did I just do that then? Because I cast it to a player controller. Then I get it all like that. So this is still a crucial thing that I needed to update. So that's been updated. It's weird how this is still rolling, which makes no sense. Oh, I see. So yeah, that's still got to be like that, regardless. Hmm. So the X was flipped with Z. Still pretty normal, but still very, very weird that it's rolling like that. You look straight up, and then all the controls just, I guess, zero out or something, and then everything just breaks. Hmm, that's weird. The only thing I could think of doing is like triggering it to always be 0 so it doesn't happen. Kind of seems like a bad way to do it, though. Oh god, I spelled waste. Oh my god, I did. Holy shit. I don't know how the fuck I managed that. Let me fix that. This is what happens when you get agitated at something and you're like completely out of it at the time. That's what happens. It has been fixed. Thank you for letting me know. Holy shit. That's great. So many things are happening. Okay. Yeah, so I need to attach it to the player. But I can't because the player hasn't been created. And in order for me to possess the player, I have to have a controller. So what if instead of me actually trying to possess it, I just go straight to this? Like, I completely ignore trying to possess it. Do I still have a type of player controller? Or does it just completely break? I still have a player controller. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Because how am I supposed to possess it? What if I do this? Get player pawn. What? Okay. Let me try this again. Get controller. Get the owner. Promoter. Get Here's my thing. I have a player controller already signed. And that is assigned to the multiplayer. Like the multiplayer camera. So what if I get the multiplayer camera? I'll do a for each. I can get the controller and I can attach it there. This way, because there will always be a multiplayer camera in the world related to how many people join the server. That's how it's coded. That's how it's made. So with that said, ooh, hold up. I gotta switch this around. Oh no. That's an interesting one. Because there's only one spawn. This is going to trigger every time a user joins the server. So it's going to quickly multiply when it's not supposed to. We need a join event. One moment.
And like that, I have returned. Hello. Hold on, let me look at the stream. That's not the stream. Let's screen share. Why can't I screen share? Oh, well, that's annoying. That's really annoying. Apparently, you can't screen share on more than one person on the stage. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Time to figure out what the heck I'm doing with my life. Yee. Mhm. Mr.
Okay, I'm
Wiggles.
back. I apologize for that.
Mr. Wiggles is alive.
Yes. Okay, back to my
Screaming.
problematic thing.
When you break.
Is there a way to get the players within a session now? Get session state? No. Get current players. See, this is my issue that I'm having. Get current players, it only shows like an integer of how many people are inside of the server. That's problematic so many ways. I wish there was an actual join thing. Could I implement one is the question.
I don't know.
Okay, I can do it a really terrible, and I mean really terrible way. But at the end of the day, it's not going to matter because a host will always be excluded from everything. I can create a function when a player clicks this button to basically add them to a list for that server.
Mm-hmm.
Or even like just trigger an event. But that's not a good way to do it. Oh, also, I'm not doing this right. Now hold on a minute. If I'm passing the player controller when they join the session, then why can't I get it when they're in the session? This is the weird part. This is so weird. Find sessions. Update session. See, this is the weird. I can like get a player controller to kick someone, but how am I supposed to get the fucking player controller?
You got this.
I'm thinking. I need to get the proper way to do it is get the player controller from a session.
Mm-hmm.
Gameplay statics. I'm so confused.
Vision.
Hmm. be able to do it from the HUD, I guess. This hurts my brain.
Yes.
Well, this is complaining now. Get HUD. And I still need the fucking player controller. Can I get the controller from this? Question mark? I can delete that. Well, it's not
Well?
complaining. Yeah. Not quite. I'm so confused. What? Okay, let me try this. I'm pretty sure it's failing to cast. At least I think.
You think so?
Yeah, it's failing to cast.
Oh.
Hmm. There is not a good way to do this. How am I supposed to do this without a player controller? Like, what the actual fuck? Because I can't call this poses. Or poses. Possess function. Because I don't have a target. I can't spawn the player because I need a target. Okay, sorry about that. Let's see. God, how do people even get this to cast?
Hmm.
begin play. Get controller. I'll add a variable. Alright, so now I'll do a controller. And replicate will be replicated because I only want the server to handle that. And then I will, oh, I didn't mean to do that. I will set this to the controller. Make that visible. Whether this variable can be set by blueprint nodes. Nope, read only. What? So I can actually set this in this blueprint. That's interesting. Okay. Let me think. Because I need to trigger this one time. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go with that. And we'll see if I could do a hosting like that. What? Oh, God. Get a copy. What is complaining? Oh, you can hold the hell off. Okay. Okay, so that's not going to work for the host. Equals 1. Then they should be host. Yeah, so I might be able to do it like that. So I only need to spawn all the stuff once. I'll disconnect that. And I will move all of this down. Ooh, actually, what I could do is just drag this all the way back over here. Connect that, and then I can connect this right there. I can create a variable. Last index, because I want to ensure this doesn't get called multiple times. I will put this to an integer. Last index was 0. Get. Then what I could do is, where did it go here? Where did it go? Oh, that. I knew that. So, do I need to call this possess if I add the player here? I guess I do, actually. I get a player controller from ID. That will be the ID. And that will be managed by the server. Now, I will get this, and then I will set this. I will do a plus. Nope, I need a plus. And I will add 1 to the index. And then there. So now we should be getting our... Yeah, we should be able to get our proper player controller. Because the player controller should be done through server side. At least that's what I was told. Doesn't really mean much, but it's worth a shot. This will of course be 0, so of course it'll work. I fell. And then what I could do is build this. Is Kaitu still alive? I think Kaitu's still alive. Who knows? Let me open my game now. Worlds. I really don't know who this is. Kaitu, is this you? Like, I don't know whose game this is.
Wait,
Kaitu, are you doing this?
wait, what's going on?
There's a server that's already detected, and I don't get where this server is coming from.
That is not me, dude.
Yeah, like, this is the second time.
Where's the server coming from?
I don't know.
Wait, where's the wait?
This is
Does it have an
just the
IP?
server. No, it does not have an IP. That would be insecure if I did that.
Then how the fuck is it
I
there?
broke that. How did I break that?
Wait,
Oh,
did someone? Eh,
I don't know.
I have no idea what.
I seem to have broken something.
I think you did because it's showing other things, other servers that I don't think are supposed to be there in general.
Yeah, no, I don't understand that. That's kind of weird.
I'm assuming this is a Steam's thing, or is this like where are the servers coming from?
I mean, they'd have to be, as far as I know, they have to be created with the game. Now, I could add some filters to ensure it's coming from the game. That's something I can do.
You might want to do that.
So, let me see where I created it here. I gotta remember.
I've been literally doing other things and watching
Yes.
the screen on the other monitor. I'm not sure. I heard my name and I was like, oh shit, what did I do? I was not really paying attention.
Well, if I can remember exactly where
You got this.
the button is. I thought it was in. Oh, no. I'm in the wrong menu. I need this.
Oh, the wrong
I
menu.
need that. And then. Oh,
Well,
that's not it. Get session settings. Hmm. I'll just build an array for this. I'll promote that to a variable. Pile, save that. Insert. Wait, what?
what broke? What'd you break?
I can't add anything to an array like this. Interesting.
Oh.
Can I make an array? I can. Ooh. Adds a node that creates a session property key pair. That might be helpful. Okay. So now, with the filter, that might not work. It'll be fine. I'll just do it like, wait, what? Online. Hmm. Well, this is confusing. Make session search setting. I'm a bit confused on this. How exactly does this work? Break? I'm so confused on how this works. Whatever. I'll do this in a few. I seem to have fixed it. Okay. So if I repackage this. Okay. So start this. I really don't know who this is. It breaks. Like instantly breaks. And I don't know why.
Mm.
It
Well,
kicks me out of the session.
maybe it's someone working on another game and they're doing the same thing. I don't know. It's the only thing I can really think of that would make any logical sense.
Yeah, I know, and it's weird.
Yeah, it definitely is weird.
I do gotta replace everything that calls the player controller though, which is a bit annoying. I wonder if it's still working right though. I wonder. Yes, it is. Uh. Okay, seriously. How do I do it in the server thing here? Hell, I did it somewhere. Where the hell did I do it? This. Haha. Host. Oh, damn it. Let me try playing in, I guess, simulate. And apparently it works. Somewhat. Yeah. Okay. No, no it doesn't. Player controller is null. How is this null? How is controller null? I guess because I'm not possessing them. Oh, because I'm not setting it. Okay. Let's try this again. Here we are. No more issues. Alright. Package. Yeah, I need to close this. Okay, I guess I gotta do that then. But, okay, here we go. We are slowly getting there. Alright. Hopefully this time I won't crash. And I don't get it. It like instantly kicks me out of the server.
Yeah.
But it doesn't do that on the actual test. Worlds
Invitation.
host. It starts the server normally.
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's weird. I wonder if it's because of the replication. So if I set this to dedicated server. Because it's not failing to create it. Otherwise, it would actually say it. Where's this? Create widget. I'll do a syntax error. Okay. Yeah, like no issues whatsoever. I don't get it.
Mm.
Let's try a standalone game. Is it only in the standalone version that it does it? Yes. Yes, it is. It is only in the standalone version. Let me disable the replication then. I will go back into wherever the hell it went. All the replication for that has been removed. Player star is a replication. No, there's not. There's a player controller here, which is useless. Player controller here, which is on the multiplayer camera. I need to uncheck this. And I don't think there's anything else being replicated. I think that's pretty good. So if I go back to the level here, and I unreplicate this index, there shouldn't be anything else replicated. That should be good. Well, it happily runs like that. It just doesn't like me creating the thing, which is weird. That is so very weird. It creates it, opens the level. Oh, that's so weird. So weird. I don't know why. Let me go back to the blueprint for this. Alright, and I will just stop everything and see if something in this is breaking. No, it's not in that. What the hell? So it's nothing within the multiplayer blueprint. Why is it like this? Is it not like the player controller I'm passing it? Is that what it is? Is it spitting out the joined message? Worlds host. So it's not even, yeah, it's not even giving a session created message. So it's not creating the session. Got it. That's the join session. Do I have to do this for that? I bet I do. Let's try and create one. I don't think it's doing it because of how it's trying to join the world. But yeah, that's definitely weird. to be because of this extra setting. I don't think it likes the player controller. It doesn't like something. And that something is clearly also something I don't know. So now I got to go back and basically undo everything I just did. Classic. I don't think this would matter too much. Okay. Nope. So what if it's this? It is not creating the server. Interesting. Because I stopped replicating everything. I started getting the player controller normally. I lied. No, I didn't. I almost did. Chat, it has been greatly broken. I think it might be actually beyond repair. It might be beyond repair. Right. I'm just gonna go ahead and call that here. And just gonna copy this. Actually, since it's the same, I could just put this out here. And then I could do the right thing and delete that. Go to here, take this copy, and paste it. The joy of having backups. I'm gonna need this. Yes. Very much pain. Rename this to broken, because it's going to be broken by the time I'm done. Config, and I'm going to drop this bad boy in. Place the files in directory. Plugins. Drop this in. And then we're good. Let's try this again, shall we? This time without breaking shit. Update. Open. Excuse me. Manage play. It's enabled, that's enabled. Okay, everything is in fact enabled. So let us go back to our multiplayer blueprints. Open. And let us try this again. Okay. Get all actors of class. Underscore. There we go. Move this back just a tad bit. I'll get the length equals 0. Put it into a branch. Put it there. Lied. This should be 1 for the length. Because that shall be the host. I'm going to put that there. So I could do that. Drag those out. I'm going to drag this up. And I'm going to drag it all the way over here. Yep. Connect that there. Drag this up here. And I can disconnect that. Alright. So now what I can do is pull this right back over here. Come on. And I'll drag that there. create a variable for last index. Integer will be 0 get set add 1 to it, and there we go. Alright, so now we can go into the spawn player and that. And we can try to play it, and there we go. What I will do is re-add that cube so I can see the player. I feel like I'm going to have an issue with this, but we'll figure it out. Because if I do a possess, then I'm still not actually going to control them. Let's cast this. I'm going to cast this to a player controller. Do that. Now you can't really do that with this because, well, how the hell are you going to get the player controller? Yep, player controller. But then again, let's be fair. It has to be spawned somehow. Actually, we could remove that. Delete. And then we could promote this to a variable. There, that there. This will just be for this class. And then we could put it down here. Did those have multiple is the question. I think it was just that one. Yeah, it was just that one. Alright. Can I get a reference to self, actually? I can't. I can't do a reference to self. I thought it'd matter anyway, but... Alright. Let me add a cube. Just a small cube. Just so I could actually see a player. That looks good. Nothing fancy, just a way to be able to see the player. I'm able to go in standalone mode. Make sure everything works. Host. Awesome. So now what I could do is package this and we can test it. Because now it should be able to determine the player controller. Any day now. Like right now would be nice. Thank you. Move that over here. Right. So now if I click play, I should be able to join the server now. Hello? Something's not right. Something's not right at all. Well, that shouldn't be like that. Hold up. It acts like it didn't actually create it, which is weird. I guess because I am creating the wrong session. That might be why. Just maybe. Get out of here, damn it. Get owning player. I don't think I need one there. I've got one for creating it. I guess, oh, because it's in here as well. Duh. Move that here. All right, let's try this. It might find the server. I don't think it will, though. Because I don't think it created one. Yeah, no, it didn't. Can I still create one? Yes, I can. Okay. As long as I can still create one. Close that. Repackage this. And then we can go from there. All right. I have no clue what that just said. And let's try this now. That's interesting. That is very, very interesting. Let me try and launch another instance of the game. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm wondering if the Steam support broke something. That's what I'm wondering. And a way to test this would be to actually remove it. So all of this needs to go. Because possibly it could be trying to use the Steam subsystem when I'm not using the Steam subsystem. That could just be the issue. But hey, we don't know. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. Let me repackage this. Alright. We will launch the game now. Put that over here. We could probably host one. And then click play and see if it shows up. Worlds. Check that out. It did break it. I join it. It even joins. Ooh, kind of. Kind of joins. Ooh. Spooky. Whoa. Yeah, that's... And I mean, it's not loading the level. So that's the whole reason why it's not showing like anything but the spawn. Which the spawn's kind of weird. I guess it makes sense. I guess. I need to make it so like the actual items within the map are replicated. But that's not easy to do. The weird thing is, though, that it's still complaining. It's not spawning, or it's not possessing the player. Which what I could do, I guess I could add an int. Index, this would be an int. I can remove this and connect this here. Which I guess I'll still have to load everything, which is weird. It would make no sense, but regardless, it's only triggering on like start, so it's actually not triggering on each client, just one client at a time. Or at least I assume. Assuming is pretty dangerous. So we'll hold off on like loading everything. Let's clay. Which actually, we might be able to skip everything and just come down to here. Just for now. There's that. I do a print statement. I'll convert that to string. And we'll try it now. It's 0, so that allows me to move. So now if I try and join the other client's game, which I might want to go ahead and start that up. And I can go back over here. Oh, hold up. I gotta restart this anyway. I'm in the wrong map. Back over here, open this. Click play. It then should show me what my index is. And my index is 0 as well. So that's not right. So I can't do a plus function. Okay. That's gonna be painful. So get the cameras and get the links from the link -1. Maybe. I mean, that's the only other way I'm seeing how to do it. So if I get the links, and I subtract it by 1. Alright. So if the length is 1, then that means they're the host, run all that junk. If not, I can set this index as this. Drag that down here. And that should get us exactly where we want to be. So let's try that. This should give us 1 for the index. Well, if I can get to the right damn level. I keep forgetting. If you open a level, well, if you have to edit a blueprint, you have to open a level, which I think is kind of stupid. So let us try joining this again. It is 1. So our index is now right. Looks like the player controller isn't being made, which is interesting. What I could try and do is set the player controller. Well, no, because that won't be very good. For example, if I was to get a copy, and I do it like this, and then I get the owner. Well, instead of getting owner, what if I get controller maybe? Yep. I then got a reference to the controller. And then I can cast to a player controller. And do that. If not, I could print something. Just to see if it'll cast. And of course it does look like a mess, but It might work. Hello, Joe. Welcome to the stream. If I could stop joining this, like this exact way, it would help a lot. Okay. Uh, I I can't say if I have seen you before or not, because I'm not good at remembering things. Also, the cast failed. Why did the cast fail? What? Uh, oh, my chat's finally updating. Okay. Yo, sup? What's up? What type of game am I making? I am making a sandbox game. And also, I just realized that I misread your message. My bad. I don't get how this is failing. Delay. We'll do a delay. Sure, delay it too. I'm not sure if it's failing because it's happening too fast or if it isn't being controlled. I don't know, and it's weird. Like, I can't figure out why it's not happy. Whoa, hold up. If you're wondering why I keep hitting the Windows button, it's because I don't have a menu set up, so I have to like tab out of it. Joined. It's still failing. If you don't know, it's okay, but I'm making a first-person tower defense game, and I can't seem to figure out how to make the enemy AI to attack the object. I believe within the AI structure in Unreal Engine, you can actually set it to target, like, let's say, um, I was trying to remember what they called it here. Like, they sort of have this sort of hitbox, if I can get to the viewport. So this little hitbox right here. So you could have them, like, look at that and then target it, or it's kind of tricky on that one. There's multiple ways to do it, multiple wrong ways to do it. I haven't really worked too much with the AI. I tend to try and stay away from AI, but definitely along the lines of this game, I will get into it. But as of right now, not 100% sure. Event possess. This is very confusing. If valid. I gotta modify so many things with this now. Thank you for the sub. Much appreciated. If it's not valid. I mean, it's just doing this twice, so whatever. Get player controller. And we'll do it like that. That way so it doesn't error out. Because I'm pretty sure that's what's going on here. Because if it doesn't get possessed, then the player controller is never set in this class. Maybe instead of doing that, I could do something else. Okay. Okay, yeah, I could do it like this, actually. Set. Get player controller. I could do it like that. And then just run it back into that. Problem solved. That way so it doesn't bug anything out. So if it's localhost, it's localhost. If not, well, then it's not. See if that actually fixed it. Zero. And then, wait a minute. Let me try and rejoining. I think I clicked host. Bro, I'm like so tired. I'm just clicking buttons at this point. Let me try joining this world again. That. And it's still failing to cast, which is weird. I don't get why it's failing to cast. So I just realized I just did that for nothing. This class is only ever called when the player controller is set. Classic. I just wasted my time doing that. So I don't even need this. I don't need this. Don't need that. Don't need that. Because there will never be a point that this is null. Not the way it's being called. But I do need to have it as that, though. Okay, so my issue's not with the player character. It's not creating the player, I think. So if we do this, and we go to the blueprint, what we could do is, first of all, let me figure out what the fuck I did with all this mess. Holy crap. Delete that. I can create a player. Create player with the very next user ID, which basically makes it where I could just delete the rest of this garbage. I'll promote this to a variable. Put this up here. Make a player controller. Go all the way over here. I can delete that. Remove that. Delete that. Delete that. And I can just get this and plug it in there. And now we've got a player controller. So, I guarantee this should work a lot better now. Maybe because it would help if I... Oh, I don't know. Create the fucking player. Hopefully. Now if I relaunch this, and then I can host a game. Oh, now I broke it. But what happens if I launch it and then join? Would it actually let me play? Oh, I just hit the host button like a dumbass. I'm used to there like being buttons there. I don't have an actual colored UI yet, so there's like no colors. So you really don't know it's there. So if I click join. Yeah, that's not right. Okay. I just gotta figure out what's causing that. Because I'm actually not 100% sure. Okay. Let me get rid of this delay. So it gets all the actors. If it equals 1, it's true. It'll spawn the blueprint. Generate everything, load. Gets that. If it's valid, it'll spawn the... Oh, I see. I see. Did I forget to do that? No, because that doesn't matter. Let's go back into spawn. What if I add this as the owner? Maybe? No. I mean, I can move, but no. Pile that. There's not a good way to do this. Jesus Christ. I know this is not going to work, but we're gonna do it anyway. Yeah, that doesn't work. Can still move though. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, I broke it again in one point or another. How did I do that? I can't undo? Bro, I just fucking saved it. God damn it. Stupid. Absolutely stupid. Okay, I don't think it likes this. Get controller? Pawn that is itself. What? Hold up. It's basically what it's doing here, though. Get controller. Get player state. Which player states, it's basically the same thing as the player controller. But the thing is, you can't get the player controller. Like, it's not possible. Get instigated? Yeah. Like, it's not possible to get the player controller. Player state's supposed to replace player controller is what I'm being told. But literally almost everything that needs to be called, like, I can't use a player state for it. Very, very painful. So yeah, get, damn it. Get player controller. Like that there. Can we play? I will figure out what keeps breaking this. Because it ain't that. It wouldn't be that, because that just shows the mouse. It should be something along with this. But it's not. This is an interesting bug. Very interesting. I guess because I don't have the character thing spawning. Yeah. So it's trying to get this player character even though it's null. Okay, so I figured out what was breaking it at least. Okay, you're gonna piss me off. Get controller. Cast to player controller. Set to player controller. And then that. But that still is not going to work properly. Because if I set this to 1, and what I'll do is just go ahead and launch this. I know this is going to break, it's not going to really matter. Because we're getting the multiplayer class here for the camera. So if we were to do that, and then we were to try and join, it should set it to the right. Should is the keyword. Should set it to the right player controller. Player controller is the whole issue. And it's didn't even work. That made it significantly worse. Why is that? X is greater than 1. Okay. I did this to myself. Stop it, damn it. Because that'll be the host. So, if it's greater than 1, then it's just a normal person joining. If not, then it's host. And then what I could do, well, this will ensure that the length is bigger, I guess. If it prints that, then we're in deep. I still clicked the wrong button. Crap. Classic. Classic. Yeah. Crap. See, here's my thing. The index is clearly not null, or is it like clearly bigger than 1. That's the whole reason it's able to even print that error. What gets me is that it can't cast to that actor to get who's possessing it. Gets the owner. Get pawn owner. Get controller. I'm hoping there is a better way to do this. Like I'm really hoping. I might find a better method off stream and fix it. But it's still failed. Oh crap. That sucks. So we can't get anything for the player controller. Like, we cannot cast this for some stupid ass reason. That's not what I need. Let me do that. Let me open this. Because this is still a pawn. Get controller. I can cast this to a player controller. And I could print that if it fails. I won't print anything like that. And then I could do that, and we'll see. Because really, all I need to do is ensure that it's not null, and then set a value somewhere. But it's like, even failing from within. Like, how can you fail it from within? I broke that. Oh, that's interesting. So that's how you do a keybind. I'll keep that in mind. Hmm. Very interesting. What kind of events do we got? Absolutely none. That's great. Well, isn't this just swell? Hmm. What's the best way to do this? Because the pawn doesn't have anything set as the controller. Kind of event. I wonder if I don't even need to do this. Because I thought when I was testing it that this ran for all clients, but I don't think that's the case at all. Like, I really don't think that's the case. So, we're gonna try this again. Gonna remove that. How does that make sense? What? What? Excuse me? I don't think that's how that works. It might have did that because of the type of class it is or the type of instance. But okay. This is useless. So I can delete this. Yes. And this. Alright. Jesus. I don't know why that was so hard. Do. Guess I could do that by... Get current players, maybe. No, because that requires me to get the server, doesn't it? Interesting. Very interesting. What could you possibly be complaining about? I don't even get why you're complaining, my dude. I think it casted just fine. No, no, it did not. Hmm. I cannot get the player controller for the life of me. What happens if I put it to -1? And it's happy for some reason, which is weird, but okay, we're going with it. Let me reconnect everything. Everything is reconnected. Okay. No, 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 it's not. Hey, welcome to the stream. I am absolutely dying. See, my thing is, even if I was to set this to 1, it still would not work. So, if I go back to this, and then I try joining the server, even when 1 is set, it still won't even spawn my character. It spawned it. That's a plus, but like I can't even move. I can't do anything. So if I was to put this back to 0. Yeah, same thing. And it doesn't matter what player controller I use, it just does not work. Which is very weird. This works. But the second I try and join a server, it doesn't work. Who knew multiplayer was so difficult to implement? Joined, and then 0. And it still didn't even set it right. It's acting like there's not a spawn, which is weird. There clearly is a spawn. Very weird. Very, very, very weird. If anyone has any ideas on what I'm doing wrong or know a way to make this work, let me know. Because I kind of can't figure out what I need to do with this player controller. Because I need a player controller to possess a pawn. If there's another way to set the controller for a pawn, I mean, let me know. But I'm at a roadblock, which is pain, but whatever. Well, thank you all for tuning into this 3-hour live stream, almost 4 hours. It's been a wild day. It's been a long day. Take care.